All right, guys, welcome back again to the show. We have the beautiful Lydia Lawrence Nze. Is a Nigerian actress, filmmaker, and producer known for grounded performances across Nollywood films and television.
You're welcome, Lydia.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, it's interesting to know that you studied biochemistry. So how did that turn out to be like science into storytelling? Is it that you wanted to put octopus together and just want to tell a story or do some documentary things? How did that actually evolve to?
Okay, truth is, biochemistry, because when I was growing up, you know, I come from a family where the parents chooses whatever you want to do, so it has to be all science. And my father groomed me in science since that I went to an all special science school from secondary school up until university. But you know, life happens, you find your passion, you find your drive, and yes, you go with it.
Nice. So that's about the characters you play. What kind of draws you? Is it in-depth characters or loud or dramatic? You know, what kind of characters attract you?
Any character that is going to display my depth in acting and show my range, sign me up for it.
So you act and also you produce. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. So how different is your format for thinking when you want to, you know, make something, you want to bring your creativity to life? How different is it from every other, you know, producer that way?
You know, I personally go into production because I want to tell social conscious stories. I want to tell stories that create awareness, that touch on topics that we normally won't talk about. So that is part of the thing that drives me as a producer. So in my headspace, I'm thinking, what is the story going to be like when it hits the screen? What lessons are they learning from it? What is it going to show? How is it going to affect the life of a young girl watching, or a young guy watching, or an older woman watching? Is it going to be emotionally comfortable, or are they going to see themselves in the character? Is it going to speak to them? So for me, I'm thinking of the effect this film is going to have on my audience.
Yeah, and because again you said social conscious, because Nollywood leans towards fast content. How do you kind of create the balance with the fast content and the social conscious stories you also love to do?
Yeah, so the truth is that you say the balance is something that we should always consider too, but my first drive is social conscious, and secondly, I always find a balance because everybody just want to have a hint of love and things like that. So you just throw it in there for them. Okay, one person is doing this. It's okay. I try to tell real life stories, but there is always a bit of fiction around it to drive the points, to make it, to create the balance. So yes, you bring in the balance there.
So it's still rooted in true stories.
I try to. Yeah, I do more of true stories.
So now let's talk about For Better or Worse. Yeah, this film tackles infertility and emotional silence in marriage. So these are topics that people pretty much want to avoid. They don't want to talk about it, and they don't want.
Very sensitive.
Exactly. So why was it actually important for you to fill in the gap, to say this is the man of approach I want to take, and this is what I really want to do, and I want to pass my message across clean and clear?
Yeah, truth is, when you watch the story, you will see it's even way more than that, because I also touched on the fact that, you know, majority women always come out to voice out more than the men, right? So men also go through shit in marriages, for lack of better words. Yeah. So I also touched on the topic where infertility is all of those things. It mustn't actually be the man's fault, or having some things going around the marriage. It mustn't actually be the man's fault, but the wife also have their own flaws in the marriage too. So I touch on a lot of things in the film. Like it's a film that is very special to my heart.
So you produced the film, it's your film. What was it like working on it with the cast and crew, getting everything together, producing and all of that? What was it like?
So first off, I didn't produce it. I was executive producer. And I had a producer because I have the lead producer for my production company based in Twachukwu, so he produced it. But that doesn't mean I wasn't part of all the decision making. Of course, I was part of the decision making, and yeah, it was a breeze because my crew already fantastic. So because I use sense of crew, like I literally own a production company and I have a YouTube channel, and we are already working in synergy and in oneness. Yeah, so and then for the cast, I had the most beautiful cast. Myself for one, because I'm not going to give myself issues now.
I like how you put yourself first.
I don't give myself issues. So myself for one, and then the beautiful or the amazing Blossom Chukwucheku, such a talented professional actor, and a host of others. We have Francis Wabunike and the rest of them. Yeah, so they were very, very professional. Although we had our hurdles, like, you know, we had, for example, an actor cancelling on us on one of the days of the show. And then, well, we were lucky to have a replacement that even worked better. Do you understand? So everything worked together for God's good.
What are your movies on YouTube? Because you already said you also have a YouTube channel with movies. What are the ones on YouTube?
Yes, of course. I have slate of films on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel named Only Good Films.
Wow.
Yes. So there we make sure to put out only good films, something beautiful, creative, enlightening, and amazing. So we have drop every 20th, 30th. Every 10th, 20th, and 30th.
Money was you made.
We have a new job like today, we have a job today, literally by 4 p.m.
So if someone watches you right now and say, oh, this is Lydia Lawrence, what feeling do you want them to take home? What experience do you want them to have from your project, from your storytelling, from your person?
Hard work pays. Yes, I want them to see me as like, she went through it all and came out on top, so I can go through it all and still come out on top. Hard work pays. I want them to keep pushing, and I want them majorly to know that God is good.
I love that. So do you think films can actually change social behavior, or is it just for conversations? Because I'm sure the kind of films you're putting out are also social conscious films, even as much as people love to consume fast films, you know. So do you think they actually spark conversation, or it's just for attention's sake?
Yes, they do. I have a film that, the first film that I launched on my channel, it sparked a whole lot of conversation. It was titled Brown Sugar. I think it had millions of views now, on my channel. Yeah, it's because we had a 60-year-old and a 29-year-old in love with each other. Exactly. And it happens. And then there is this whole thing about, that age gap, do they really love themselves for real, or are they there for the benefits and whatnots that comes with it? Yeah, so even the last one I had a job on, it was very controversial, very, very controversial. Like, before I even walked in, I remember one of my creative directors telling me, look at this review that you just got on this film, and then people in the comment section fighting about it. No, I think it is not. So I like to tell stories that people don't even imagine. Like, I think another one that's going to have a lot of conversation around it is my 2 drops for this month, which is the best of us that's dropping today. I think people are going to be like, nah, because I even literally like dropped the trailer and they're like, how open marriage care? These are things that people don't talk about. Do you understand? And the truth is that it happens, but we just see it as social taboo.
So in a nutshell, what actually describes your filmmaking style? Because looking at it, you want to beat every norm and say, look, we have to tell the message as it is.
Only good films.
I love that.
And that was why we went with the name Only Good Films, because clean execution, beautiful stories. I'm very, very particular about the quality of work I put out there. Apart from the stories, the visuals, the music, the sound, every single thing that comes together to make a film, I am very intentional. So that is why I went with the name Only Good Films.
I see the intentionality, like almost clinical, from biochemist to clinical. But just to wrap up, what do you think the industry needs to work on? Writing, funding, or patience? I mean, what do you think the industry needs to work on?
I think all of them, really, because writers need to be more creative and need to tell stories that people don't dare to tell. Funding, of course, they should have more avenues, because Nollywood, the industry is big, it's versatile. Everybody watches TV, everybody needs that relaxation. It could be a relaxing way, it could be a way of creating awareness, it could be, so they really need the funding. And then people and private, public entities should open up with collaborating with these people, because they are doing the Lord's work. Do you understand? And then patience, of course, that also. And then another thing that I think not the industry working on, is the audience that is watching the industry working on, is to learn to accept people, learn to accept new acts, learn to accept new things. You know, you mustn't be stuck on the old one, or you mustn't be stuck on, I'm not saying, you know, leave the people that you love, but learn to allow new people to come in and disrupt the space and have a healthy competition.
Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, because of time, I would have loved to ask you 5 more questions, but but thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much.
But just to ask the last one, cinema or streaming, which one?
For me?
Yes.
Both.
Nice. Okay.
Supposed to choose one.
I'm supposed to choose one.
Okay, so acting first or producing first? Which would you go for? Would you rather be an actor or producer?
Thank you.
I'm in the business of film.
Nice. Thank you so much, Lydia. It was nice having you on the show. Okay, so your work also reminds us that film isn't just entertainment. It's memory, culture, and truth on screen. Thank you for joining us. Let's just go to our word. This person I love so much, Steve Biko. Yes. The greatest gift still has to come from Africa, giving the world a more human face. Steve Biko.
This is spot on.
Yes,
really spot on.
Great guy. And this is where we wrap up the conversation. I will see you tomorrow for another amazing show. Remember to follow us so you can watch the show midnight, I believe.
Feedback.
Feedback, yes. So please have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.